Imagine waking up Christmas morning, opening presents, eating entirely too much food, and then finding out that just down the road, an entire family had been murdered. Because that's exactly what happened in rural North Carolina on Christmas Day, 1929. Just days before Christmas, tobacco farmer Charlie Lawson did something a little unusual. He took his wife Fanny and their 7 children into town, bought everyone new clothes, and had a professional family portrait taken. And considering this was 1929 and they weren't exactly swimming in money, this was kind of a big deal. Looking at that photograph today is incredibly unsettling because just days later, almost everyone in it would be dead. On Christmas Day, Charlie's oldest son, 16-year-old Arthur, had been sent away from the farm on an errand. The decision would make him the only member of the immediate family to survive. Charlie first encountered his daughters, 12-year-old Carrie and 7-year-old Maybelle, near the tobacco barn. He shot both girls and moved their bodies into the barn. After that, he went back toward the farmhouse. Inside was his wife Fanny along with the rest of their children. Charlie shot Fanny and then killed 17-year-old Marie. The younger children, 4-year-old James, 2-year-old Raymond, and 4-month-old Mary Lou, were also killed inside the home, reportedly by blunt force injuries. Afterward, Charlie arranged some of the bodies with their arms crossed and pillows beneath their heads. Then he left the house and walked into the nearby woods. For hours, people searched the property and tried to figure out where Charlie had gone. Eventually, they heard a gunshot. When they found him, Charlie Lawson had taken his own life. And nearby were footprints suggesting he'd been pacing around a tree before he died. Which leaves you one absolutely massive question. Why would a father suddenly murder almost his entire family on Christmas Day? And nearly a century later, we still don't have a definitive answer. There were theories, including one that a head injury had somehow changed Charlie's behavior. There was also a darker theory that came out saying Marie had confided that she was pregnant by her own father to her friends. If true, Charlie may have killed his family to prevent the secret from becoming public. But that has never been definitely proven, and Charlie took whatever explanation he had with him. And then things get a little stranger. After the murders, Charlie's brother opened the farmhouse to tourists. People actually paid admission to walk through the house. Marie had reportedly baked a Christmas cake before she died, and the cake was displayed inside. Visitors began taking raisins off the top as souvenirs, so eventually it had to be protected under glass. The original Lawson house is no longer standing, and the former farm is not a public tourist attraction, but there is somewhere connected to the case you can visit. In nearby Madison, North Carolina, you'll find the Lawson Family Murder Museum at Madison Dry Goods. The building once housed the funeral home involved after the murders, and upstairs you'll find exhibits and archives telling the story of what happened that Christmas.